Hello, I'm Lori Lane Zucker, founder and president of Impact Entrepreneur, and I'm here at the Mission Investors Exchange 2024 National Conference, sitting with Daniel Tellalian. Daniel, nice to see you.
It's great to see you again.
Daniel, you wear a number of hats. Can you just give our audience a sense of some of the things that you do?
Sure. So, from a title point of view, I'm the founder and CEO of Angel City Advisors, which is an impact investment advisory firm that works both nationally and globally. I also have the honor of being the fund manager of the Signal Fund, which is a catalytic capital fund servicing the Echoing Green portfolio of social entrepreneurs. And then I serve as an investment committee member and trustee of the Nathan Cummings Foundation.
Wonderful. Let's focus in on your work in LA. You know, the conference is visiting LA this year, and we've had exposure to some of the really extraordinary things that are going on in what one might call the impact ecosystem here. Tell us about that ecosystem. What's happening in LA?
Yeah, so I'm an unabashed LA homer, so I'm incredibly loyal and proud of what's going on here. But it's really extraordinary at a national and international level. So LA, first of all, its scale is extraordinary. And so you could fit Manhattan, Boston, San Francisco, Cleveland, Milwaukee, and others just in the city of Los Angeles. You could fit 40 of the 50 state capitals just in LA County. So the magnitude of what's going on here, we're truly a mega city at the international level. So there's a certain scale of both problem and solution that can happen here. On top of that, we've got some of the most interesting sectors colliding here. And so we're not just a movie and real estate and surfing capital, right? We are an innovation capital. We have more tech and engineering that stems out of the universities and the culture here than anyone else. We are tastemakers. California is the largest agricultural producer, and so a lot of food runs through here. So there's just a lot of economic meat that comes here. And then along with that, an enormous amount of social problems that this is really one of the larger petri dishes for working on impact solutions to what's going on. So whether that is, we're really the front doorstep for much of the immigrant and refugee flows. We have incredible housing and homelessness issues. We have a variety of big problems, but a lot of big tools potentially with which to solve that. So it's pretty exciting. And we've also got now a number of philanthropies and investors and a huge number of family offices and universities who are leaning in to social impact in a way where you've just got a whole buffet table of what is possible here and a bit of a whiteboard of those solutions and who wants to architect them.
Yeah. Well, you've mentioned just a few of the social issues and challenges and opportunities in LA. You also have some extraordinary infrastructure built around things like climate change, and I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so here at the Mission Investors Exchange, one of the fun sort of field trips that we got a chance to bring some of the investors to was to the LA Clean Tech Incubator, which is really an incredible intermediary for addressing climate change. So here, there's a number of inputs that really deal with the complex problem of climate change to create a number of the outputs we're looking to help mitigate what's going on. So whether those are capital solutions, technical solutions, ecosystem approaches to building solutions. We have those here in intermediaries. We combine that with a progressive city, with a huge publicly owned utility, a huge consumer base, a progressive state political infrastructure that's really trying to solve this. My bet is that California and potentially Los Angeles is going to come up with some of the big solves that this planet is going to need over the next couple decades.
In terms of those big solves, here we're at Mission Investors Exchange, which is one of the kind of absolute leaders in philanthropic mission investing. What is the role, as you see it, of philanthropic mission impact investing in solving those issues that you've just described?
Yeah, so some of the big issues require enormous amounts of resources and investment, which means it needs a diversity of capital in terms of what's going on. So there will be a need to integrate large public dollars, large private capital markets, and a lot of flexible and innovative money. And I particularly see the mission investors that are in this conference and within the larger sort of diaspora of investors really need to help unlock other larger sources of capital for the big problems. So they can use catalytic capital, they can use matching capital in various ways, they can demonstrate earlier and take on risk to show other more conservative pools of capital that these are viable solutions. And they need to get off the sidelines and be doing that.
Look 5 years ahead.
Okay.
Where would you like to see this ecosystem?
The Los Angeles ecosystem?
The Los Angeles ecosystem, yeah.
I think that we've got some pretty extraordinary foundations. California Endowment just took their $4 billion endowment and made it all in for impact. And they're going to be on that journey over the next 5 years, which will be exciting. We've got some other pretty exciting Los Angeles foundations. Where we have opportunity is that the sheer number and size of family offices in the Southern California area is really an extraordinary number if you bother to dig into it. And those folks, for the most part, have made their money in things that don't necessarily align with impact. They're real estate, media, maybe some science and tech entrepreneurs at the end of the day. And if we can get those families and those folks more engaged in the exciting field that's impact investing, I think we can really blow the roof off of a place like this and bring some pretty incredible, flexible capital to bear.
Yeah. Well, Daniel, thank you for the work that you do, and thank you for sitting down with me today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.